Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Try Method. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jenah, and today we are here to try. And let me tell you, it's a Monday, and I need this today. Not only is it Thanksgiving week, but Nevada is about to do a 3-week pause, and I wasn't ready. I don't think we're ever ready. And that's the good news about the try method, because the try method helps us when we're faced with things that we're not ready for. If you're unfamiliar with what the try method is like trauma recovery yoga, total resilience yoga. It's this whole concept of a method that I found helpful when I was dealing with some things that I wasn't able to find resilience for. And hopefully you can too. So there are a few differences you'll notice between the try method and a traditional yoga studio class or live classes that you may be joining in since the world changed for us around March. I'm going to be on my mat doing these poses as you do. Now, same thing with last week, for those of you who may have caught it. I do have stitches in my shoulders, so I might not be doing the exact pose the way it should be, but that's the glorious thing about the try method. We're all trying together. So you can kind of do as I say, not necessarily as I do, or you can choose to just sit and watch me and keep breathing. Why? Because breath is yoga. This is an all levels class. This isn't about trying to keep up with the Joneses. This is all about the 4 key components to the try method, which have to do with self-regulation and our breath. So, I've had a very busy morning. I am extremely excited to be sitting on my mat right now and sharing this time with you. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start by just letting you know, if you haven't done this before, I will be doing what is called micro-cueing. And scientifically speaking, that means that I just keep talking the entire time. And there's a reason. Because when our mind is left to wander, then unfortunately, post-trauma, there's all this chatter going on. And I was diagnosed with PTSD before, so when our mind is left to wander in silence, it finds these dark, scary alleys and corners of the room. And so by doing this try method, by going through and having this micro-cueing, it helps you and I just stay focused on our breath and present with the method. Now, today this room is staying bright, there's no music, and so for the next bit of time that we share together, this is about you and your yoga mat just as much as it is about me and my yoga mat. So this is for you, the power of choice. Right? It's your yoga, it's your mat, it's your way, it's your rules. Choice is key because this is your body. And just like I can't really raise my arm too well right now, maybe you're having a challenge as well. And whatever is going to stop you from doing these poses without pain, let it stop you. Don't do it if it's painful, because yoga is medicine, not pain. So give yourself permission to do what feels comfortable to your body. Our body changes every day. 2 weeks ago, no problem, no stitches. Stitches, problem solved by me paying attention to my body. And as soon as that signal gets to my brain that I'm in pain, I know to pull back. And that's all I'm asking of you. Give yourself permission to be your own judge. Don't worry about what other people think about what you're doing. You worry about you. And don't even worry about it. Just let it go, keep breathing, and make the adjustment when it's needed. Let's get started. So, we're going to start with self-regulation. The first piece of our 4-piece to self-regulation is orientation. Take a moment to connect with your surroundings. Find yourself in this room. Notice for objects, notice for colors, notice for textures. Whatever it is, maybe it's even just your hands and your feet. Next, we're going to find our sit bones and get connected with the earth. Part 2 of our 4 pieces to self-regulation. First was orientation. Second is grounding. Sit with your legs either out in front of you or in a cross-legged position. There is no right or wrong here. You do what feels good to you. Just tune into your body for your grounding. It's as simple as noticing your sit bones or your feet, whatever is making contact with your mat. Place your hands, palms down, on your legs and your knees. And just feel the ground supporting you and holding you. So, second piece is our grounding. Feel the ground supporting you and holding you. Separate the fingers slightly. Let your hands feel gentle. Allow your chin to drop towards your chest. And let your eyes be soft, or just simply gazing down at your feet. Now, we're going to notice the weight and the heat of our body pressing down against our mat as we move to piece 3. This is our centering. We begin to notice the support from the earth and the mat holding us up. Notice your own gentle hands resting on your knees or your legs. There's no reason to point a finger or make a fist. All is well. I am safe. Notice the way your shoulders begin to drop down towards the ground. And gravity begins to coax the chin towards the chest. Closing your eyes, signal to the body, I am safe. There's no reason to look about. Notice how your breath begins to soften. Engage your pelvic floor like you're trying to suppress urine and press your navel towards your spine. Create heat, stoke a fire in your gut as you begin to breathe in and out. Notice a few of your breaths. We're now into part 4 of our self-regulation, and this 4th part is our breathing. Breath is presence. Noticing your breath is the quickest way to calm and the quickest way to release anxiety. Notice as you're breathing in and out, there's no reason to pant. Breathing in and out. Let that breath come all the way through your nose, passing behind your eyes, and allow your breath to playfully dance and clear away the stagnant energy in your mind. Inflate your body like a balloon. Allow your breath to slow naturally by slowly counting to 5 as you inhale, and 5 as you exhale. Inhale from your chest. Feel your ribs move together, pushing that navel all the way to the spine. And then exhale from the bottom up. Inhale again, big belly into the heart. Feel your heart expand into your eyes. Feel your eyes cool and sparkle. And then exhale again from the chest and from the belly. Just push it all out. Keeping your eyes closed or gazing down at the floor, we're going to go ahead and move into some neck rolls. So as you inhale, the right ear goes to the right shoulder and then back. And as you exhale, left ear to left shoulder and chin to chest. So you inhale right ear to right shoulder and back, and then exhale left ear to left shoulder and chin to chest. And then you start to just move your neck in your own breath as fast or as slow as you feel it needs to be. Imagine that you have this gigantic light shining out from the crown of your head. That same light of your joy and your excitement and your love. It's shining from the crown of your head like this giant flashlight, making a huge circle all the way around the top of the room. And then continue breathing in and out as the one shoulder drops and then the other. You might be hearing some snapping and some crackling and some popping as you're moving this neck around. Don't worry. You're releasing stagnant energy and emotion, and it is good for you. Now on the next exhale, drop your chin to chest and just pause here. I am safe. I am shining. I am breathing. Now let's shine that light to the opposite direction. So now as we inhale, left ear to left shoulder and back. That gigantic flashlight is going all the way to the room. We exhale to the right ear to right shoulder and chin to chest. And now we're just moving that neck in the opposite direction, letting that big, beautiful flashlight make that big, beautiful, bright circle all the way around the room. We're keeping our sit bones nice and anchored to the earth. And we hear our breath. And we let our breath be the music and our body be the dance. As this light shines from the crown, that light of love, that light of joy, that light of excitement. And as you move that neck, you come to an exhale and you drop your chin to chest and you pause. I am whole. I am energy. I am movement. Inhale with your gaze back to center. Lift your right hand. Separate those fingers as wide as you can. And then take a look at that right hand. Take that right hand now all the way down to the mat next to your right hip. And as you exhale, that hand ends up at the right hip. You place your hand on the mat with that middle finger pointing out straight to the side. As you inhale, you raise your left arm all the way to the ceiling if you can. And the shoulder drops back and down. As you gaze up at that left finger, that middle finger, engage your pelvic floor once again. Push your navel towards your spine. Gaze up at that left middle finger, and then raise your eyebrows, dot those eyelashes. I am happy, I am lifted, I am lit. And now, gazing at that right hand, walk it away from the body a little bit. And as you inhale, you reach up and over with the left arm. And as you exhale, your right side reaches out or out and down. Maybe you bring that elbow all the way down, that right elbow all the way down to the mat. Maybe not, just be curious. But all you're doing is you inhale, you lift with the left. As you exhale, you're moving further away with the right, or at least bending the right side closer to the mat. Inhale is the lift. Exhale is the basically almost as if you're pushing down on the right side. Now, feeling a little stretch in your chest and throat. I am vulnerable. I am opening, yet I am safe. Go ahead on the inhale, left hand floats down outside the left hip. And as you exhale, left hand is floating down outside the hip. And as you inhale, that right hand reaches up to the sky. Take a look at that middle finger, shoulder rolling back. And go ahead now, as you inhale, you're lifting the right arm. And as you exhale, you're sliding the left arm away from that body, maybe getting that left elbow down to the ground. So inhale, reaching with the right, and exhale, reaching with the left. Maybe you go ahead and look up at that right hand, and you bat those eyelashes. I am silly. I am flirtatious. I am playful. As you exhale, gaze down at that left hand and go ahead, walking it away from the body, feeling that stretch.
Eyes are going to help you calm your mind. So, if you're gazing down at the left hand, you're calming. If you're gazing up to the right hand, you're clearing away a blue mood. Either one, whichever works for you. And then on the next inhale, push away with the left side. Both hands are going to reach up towards the ceiling. You want to push those shoulders back and down. If I could do it, both hands would be all the way up in the air, and I would be looking up towards them. Because I want to interlock my hands with my pointer fingers, and the whole idea here is to be acting as if your arms are the clock, the hands of a clock. And so when you're all the way up, you tick, tick, tick to what would be the 1, the 2, and maybe you bend all the way to the 3. Maybe because you have your hands locked together, you might need to bend that right elbow. Whatever works for you. You're inhaling to lift and exhaling to tick over. Inhale is reaching up, exhale is pulling down. You're trying to get all the way to that third number, engaging the pelvic floor, keeping your sit bones locked, reaching up, lift up, pull up, and then exhale is the pull down. And as you exhale, go ahead and let the fingers and the eyes float down to the earth. Take a moment to feel the heat in your shoulders. Lift those arms back up again. Lock those hands with the fingers pointed up. And this time you're going to tick over towards what would be our 11, 10, and then trying to even get down to that 9. Maybe you have to bend the left elbow. But you're inhaling and lifting, you're exhaling and pulling, but you're trying to keep those sit bones engaged. We use our shoulders to hold so many things up, and our shoulders, they just trap all these kinds of stories in them, the stories other people tell us, get trapped in our body, weighing us down. So let's go ahead and lift, break up some of that energy, and then with the left arm pulling down. Imagine that you're breathing into the spaces that feel warm and sweeping away those stories, all that tension. Go ahead now, as you inhale, bring those arms back to center and let those arms float down to the mat. Left hand now goes over the right knee, and the right hand goes behind you as you gently lift that spine and twist, looking back over the right shoulder. You lift the spine and then exhale, twist and look back over that right shoulder. Inhale, lift, exhale, twist, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale back to center, take the right hand now onto the left knee. The left arm is behind you as you inhale, you lift, and as you exhale, you twist to look back over the left shoulder. So inhale, lift, exhale, twist, and look back over that left shoulder. Inhale, lift, exhale, twist. Go ahead and release that spine now. And you're going to go ahead as you're down in that back center, you're going to come onto your hands and knees and find yourself in a tabletop position. Now, you can have both your hands about shoulder width apart and your knees about hip distance apart. And if this is uncomfortable, holding yourself up with these two shoulders, you can go ahead and just slide back and have your seat on your feet. Either way is correct. You find yourself in a tabletop position or seated on your heels, looking towards your hands. We're going to inhale and breathe in, and as we exhale, we crunch right shoulder towards right hip, looking back at the right feet. Inhale, come back to center, and then exhale to the left. Left shoulder towards the left hip, looking back at the left foot. So, if you are in a full tabletop, the crunch is like this. Back to center, crunch, back to center. And you can go ahead and practice this in whatever speed is comfortable for you. And for some, maybe it feels better to be doing it with seat on feet. The spine, you've got all this
your internal organs, oh my goodness, as we do this, we're just kind of wringing out toxic things, toxins that are not serving us. We inhale. This is going to be fun for me. I want you to go ahead and look forward. And as you inhale, reach out with the right arm and the left leg in opposite directions. And if you're having a difficult time with balance here, you can go ahead and put a pinky finger and a toe on the ground, whichever is most comfortable for you. You inhale and just reach out, stretch, 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 bring those limbs back down. And now inhale the opposite leg and the left arm reaching out. I am trying, I am reaching, I am powerful. Now, gazing down or forward, go ahead and drop those limbs. We're going to take the shoulders back and down. Inhale. And then curl your toes under and kick it back for a down dog. You want to try to find the strength in your feet and in your arms. Now that you're in your down dog, notice how your body feels on the mat. I want you to just feel comfortable here. Your fingers are separated. Maybe you move your hands closer to the feet. Maybe you move the hands further away from the feet. Maybe you're bending the knees to take some of the pressure off of the legs and hands. Choice is key. Give yourself permission to exercise the power of choice. Notice your hands sticking to the mat, your feet solid, and the strength of your arms and legs. I am powerful, I am intelligent, and I am grateful for the time I am giving myself. Now look forward, take your feet, bring them up towards your hands, and come halfway up, forward fold, and then lift your arms all the way to the sky, and as you exhale, bring those hands to heart center. We're going to move into what is called a sun salute. These are postures, one right after another, to build internal heat. And we move quickly through these postures, but you can just take away from the flow whatever doesn't feel good to you. But the idea here is to inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, put the feet all the way back. You're in a high plank high push-up. You bring those elbows in, you come down for a low push-up, then you let the thighs drop to the mat. As you inhale for your up dog, and you curl the toes, come back for your down dog. Inhale, look up, bring those feet forward to the hands, and exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, feet back, high plank. Bring down for a low push-up. Drop the thighs. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, curl the toes. Down dog. Ha ha. I am sturdy. I am strong. I am super. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands to the feet. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do this again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift.
Exhale, hands down, feet back. Pull those elbows in. Come down for your low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, curl the toes. Come back for your down dog. Inhale, look forward. Bring those feet up to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands and heart center. This time we're going to add a little piece to it where we say inhale, arms up, and then bend those knees, maybe with those feet about shoulder width apart. You're in a seated chair. You're in your chair pose. Go ahead and straighten those legs. Forward fold, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, put the feet back, high plank, low push-up, drop the thighs to the up dog. Curl the toes, come into your down dog, and go ahead, drop those knees into that tabletop position we were before, but this time, knees apart, toes together, come back, seat on feet. And here's why. From our seat on feet position, we are going to go ahead and lift our arms up as much as we can. And we are going to imagine that in our hands, we have the most beautiful, eco-friendly, biodegradable balloon. So here we are. We're in kind of a child's pose. We have our legs separated, the knees are separated, but the feet are together. We're sitting seat on feet, and within our hands, we have this beautiful, eco-friendly, biodegradable balloon. Whatever color is your favorite. It is bright, it is clear, and it is ready to float away. But before we let it float away, we've got a big greasy marker. And we're going to take this big greasy marker and we're going to write all over our balloon a woe from the past, something that's been bothering us, names that maybe we have called ourselves, maybe a name someone has called us, and we're going to write it all over this balloon. Because we're letting it go. Today is the day. It's not your responsibility. It is not your job to carry this any longer. And so we're going to let it go. And before we let it go, we just want to make sure, is there anything else that you feel you need to write on this balloon because you've been holding on to it? It's been an uncomfortable piece for you. And it's time to let it go. Lift that balloon up a little higher. Take a deep breath. Inhale, look at that light shining from your chest onto this balloon. You see it? Shine your light on the balloon, and then slowly let it go. Let those arms float over. Release the balloon and allow that balloon to just float, float, float away. I am letting go. I am free. Exhale, put your hands down, come back into that tabletop. Kicking those legs back. You're in a high plank. Go ahead and bring it down. And then inhale, up dog. Curl those toes. Keep it back into a down dog. Maybe pedal the feet here for a moment. And then bring those legs back down. Separating those knees, putting the feet together. Maybe for some of you, you find curling the toes as you come back feels better. Excuse me. And now, lift those arms back up, holding that biodegradable, eco-friendly balloon again. It's a different one though. It's clean, it's bright, it's ready to float away. But with your big greasy marker, now you're going to write all over this balloon. This time it's the dreams that you have allowed to build up inside of you. We're going to write it on the balloon and we're going to release it. Secretly, we're screaming, I'm ready. And we're going to release this into the universe. So on the inhale, lift it up higher. On the exhale, separate those fingers and let it go. And just watch it shine your light from your chest onto that balloon. Let it float away.
I am set free. I am ready. I am accepting. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, kick your feet back. Exhale, high plank, low push-up. Inhale for the up dog. Curl the toes, come back into your down dog. And let's rock some IMs as we probably pedal those feet, feeling the strength in the feet and the arms. I am special. I am free. I am unstoppable. Inhale, look forward. Bring the hands to the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift those arms all the way to the sky. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center. Now we're going to put our feet about hip distance apart. We're going to get these down at those feet. We're going to build a mountain, one piece at a time from the ground up. Notice your feet. Inhale and lift all those toes up off the mat. Lift your kneecaps. Feel your quads get engaged. Tuck your tailbone in. Pull the navel towards the spine. Palms are shining out. You're basically just engaging every single muscle in your body. Take a deep breath. From your toes to your eyes, feel that breath. Pushing towards the bottom of your feet like you're trying to shoot off the mat. All the way from your toes to your eyes, you have filled your body. And I'm going to count backwards, and when I get to 1, we're going to release every muscle in our breath at once. 3, 2, 1. Take a quick scan of your body. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold and hinging at the hips. Inhale, lift halfway and find a bind. Maybe it's your big toes. Maybe you're just holding on to the front of your calves, front of your thighs rather. Thighs, lower legs, whatever it is, you're finding a bind, and as you exhale, just gonna let that head dangle. As you inhale, you lift. As you exhale, you fold knees to nose. So inhale is a lift, exhale is knees to nose. Inhale is a lift, exhale, knees to nose. You can release the bind and then put your hands on your hips. And then you slowly tick up one vertebrae at a time. You're stimulating the vagus nerve here. You're calming your sympathetic nervous system. It's like the Xanax of yoga. And eventually we will inhale and reach up to the sky. But right now we're just slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time. Keeping our hands on our hips, head dangling down. Yoga is medicine, not pain. So as you inhale, you're lifting up, reaching all the way to the sky, and then exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, halfway lift, find your bind again. Maybe you're reaching for your shins, maybe your entire palm is under your feet, whatever it takes. As you exhale, you fold down with those elbows out. As you inhale, you lift while keeping the bind, but the head is dangling. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold with that knees to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knees to nose. Maybe you bend those knees to make it more comfortable. Remember, yoga is medicine, not pain. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Release the bind. And now you're going to keep those hands on the hips as again we slowly tick up one vertebrae at a time, letting that head continue to dangle. As we come up, we are feeling that release. We are stimulating our vagus nerve, we're calming our sympathetic nervous system, we're inspiring another moment of euphoria. And when we come all the way up, step to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come down to that high plank. In. Then we go to the low push-up. Thighs are down. As we inhale for up dog, curl the toes.
Come back in to our down dog. Exhale here. I am peaceful and I am powerful. Go ahead and find yourself back into that tabletop position. And then no matter how it takes, go ahead and find yourself on your mat with your sit bones down and your feet together like you're opening a book. It doesn't really matter how far away your feet are from your hips, but the idea is to let those hips open as much as they can. You're going to tuck your elbows in towards your sides, let your chin drop as you engage your pelvic floor, and as you exhale, you open those feet like a book, just a little wider, keeping the shoulders back and down. And as you exhale, you're pulling your chest towards your feet, and then you inhale, lift that spine, but then exhale, keep pulling that heart deeper, deeper. Inhale, and then exhale, coming down deeper. And then exhale, go ahead, release the bind, but let your head just hang for a moment. And lift your spine up slowly. It is time to build a boat. So place your feet on the floor about 1/2 legs distant from your hands on the mat beside you. You're going to build a boat. It could be a rowboat, it could be a sailboat, whatever boat you're comfortable with, whatever your favorite one is, but you're going to let your eyes float towards the wall in front of you. And as we inhale, we lift the arms and we lift the feet at the same time. Now, for some of us, it may be more comfortable to hold on to the back of the thighs as you lean back. The idea here is to feel a shake. That shake is anxiety, an uncomfortable, toxic energy escaping our body. Escaping, we're kicking it out. So as we lean back, we're evicting that uncomfortable energy. We're evicting that fear. We're kicking it out of the body. And as you lean back and you feel that shake, you can go ahead and cross those feet. Take your hands down to the mat. Take the feet down to the mat. And then lift your seat for just a moment. Pop back down. Uncross those feet. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift those feet back, those hands back, and see if you can really lean back into that second boat and feel that shake. Feel that fear leaving the body. Feel that eviction notice that you are giving to all the toxic energy in your body that does not serve you. Cross those ankles, hands down, feet down. Hop up one more time, and let's give this third and final boat. We're going to engage that pelvic floor. We're going to get back in our boat. We're going to find that shake, and we are going to release that fear. Feel the burn in the belly. Ready? Lean back. Woo, legs up, hands out. Feel that burn. I am brave. I am unstoppable. I am alive. Hands down, feet down. Exhale one piece at a time down to the mat. Your knees, your hips, your belly. Just let your left ear float to the mat. All the way down on the mat. Left ear down. Whole body makes a thermal imprint on our mat. Do you hear that? Do you hear your heart beating? Oh, this is a week where everyone actually takes a moment in America to feel gratefulness. Sometimes people take the whole month. Sometimes people take the whole week. Sometimes people only wait until Thanksgiving Day. Today is your day to give thanks to your heart for all it does for you. Gently lift your head and switch to the right ear and allow your right ear now to hear that heart beating. Oh, our heart, controlling that entire system for our bodies, pumping that blood for us day in and day out. Do you hear your heart beating? Now gently lift your body up off your mat. And
I want you to find that tabletop position again. In your tabletop position,
maybe it's more comfortable to have those knees all the way away from each other so that you can lean forward and get your forehead all the way onto the mat. As you have yourself lean forward, if your forehead is not touching the mat, maybe you could take your two hands, stack them together so that they are what holds up the forehead. Because the idea here is to just roll that forehead back and forth and massage that forehead. Whichever is uncomfortable, your way, your choice, your yoga, your mat. You find it. Is it comfortable to do it across the hands, stacked? Or is it comfortable to just go ahead and drop that forehead all the way to the mat? As you're massaging your forehead, your logic center, your planning center, think about the fact. You've probably heard this before, an elephant never forgets. Our logic center, our planning center, our forehead just gets clogged with the things that we don't forget, but we should. The names that we have called ourselves, the names others have called us, the toxic words that do not serve us, but for some reason, those tapes play over and over and over in our forehead. So as you are here, rocking your forehead back and forth and massaging it, imagine that as you inhale, those paper elephants catch on fire. And as you exhale, those paper elephant ashes blow away and are completely released from your forehead. Paper elephants. Those paper elephants representing those names, those phrases, those memories that no longer serve us. Those paper elephants catch a blaze of fire with our inhale. And those ashes clear so away out of our foreheads that there's nothing left in there except room for love and kindness. How beautiful is that? Go ahead and place your hands down now. Come back into your tabletop position. And find a comfortable way to get yourself on your mat, sweeping your feet out in front of you, with your knees toward your chest for a nice squeeze and a hug. Place your head down, your shoulders down against your mat, your palms are down on the mat, and you can just take those legs, reach them all the way up to the sky, as if you are walking on your ceiling. Inhale, exhale, bring those legs down, maybe just the feet down, maybe it is the entire leg, all the way down on the mat. Inhale, lift those legs again, reach them all the way to the ceiling. Point those toes up at the ceiling, bring them down flat so that they are perpendicular to the floor, parallel to the floor. Pointing up, parallel, pointing up, parallel. You're feeling this, just this slight inversion. This is so wonderful to do when you can't sleep. Maybe when you're pregnant or you have a sciatic nerve pain. You can even do this up against a wall if it's more comfortable for you. Point those toes up, bring those feet flat again. Toes up, feet flat. Toes up, feet flat. And now go ahead and bring those legs all the way down to the mat. And find yourself in a comfortable position for our closing meditation. Go ahead. Keep those eyes closed or maybe softly gazing towards your nose. We will take some time now just to keep breathing. Check in with your breath. Inhale and exhale. And as your eyes are closed and you're softly gazing towards your nose, imagine a bright, beautiful light in whatever color is your favorite, hovering above your head, the crown of your head. As you breathe in and out, that light is getting larger and larger as it comes down across your body. Visualize that light above the crown of your head. See that light as it pulses and comes down towards your forehead, down towards your nose, down towards your chin. The light gets bigger as it now covers not just the crown of your head and your eyes and your nose and your chin, but it comes down towards your shoulders. Notice the unraveling, the unwinding, the letting go as the light grows larger and comes down your shoulders, your chest. The light now reaches your abdomen. The light grows larger as it reaches your hips. The light now glows longer as it comes down across your thighs. Continue to notice the unwinding, the unraveling, and the letting go as the light now comes down toward your knees. The light grows longer and brighter as it comes down towards your shins. As this light gets larger and larger and longer, it now reaches towards your ankles. And now the light has grown to encompass your feet. And now the light has literally reached your toes. So from the crown of your head to your toes, the light is glowing and pulsing and covering your entire body. Do you feel the unwinding, the unraveling, and the letting go as your body is engulfed by this light, this beautiful bright light? Now in your mind, take a moment to picture something that makes you happy. Someone that makes you happy. Some place that makes you happy. Can you see these someones, these some things, these some places? Can you create a gratitude slideshow in your mind? And as you go through these places, these people, these things, I invite you to listen to the words I say and possibly repeat them to yourself. May I be well, happy, and peaceful. May love come to me. May strength come to me. May harmony come to me. May my family be well, happy, and peaceful. May love come to them. May strength come to them. May harmony come to them. May my friends be well, happy, and peaceful. May love come to them. May strength come to them. May harmony come to them. May my neighbors be well, happy, and peaceful. May love come to them. May strength come to them. May harmony come to them. May my enemies be well, happy, and peaceful. May love come to them. May strength come to them. May harmony come to them. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. May love come to them. May strength come to them. May harmony come to them. May the entire world be filled with love and peace. Inhale as you reach your arms up, bringing your legs in for a squeeze. Gently roll to one side. Keeping your eyes soft, come to a seated position with your arms at heart center as we close our practice. Inhale.
exhale. Inhale, fill that body with grace and gratitude. And exhale, leaning forward. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. May you have a wonderful week full of love and gratitude. I'll be back next Monday, hopefully without the stitches. Until we meet again, namaste. Mwah. Have a wonderful week, everyone.